Thanks.
Guys, very good evening. Am I audible and visible to all of you?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let us allow all of you to join and we will start sharp at 8:30. Okay. How are you, Abdav ji? Is it the first time we are with each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah, this is the first time.
Okay, okay. That's the reason I could directly find the odd man out. Okay. All the best.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What's up, Nikhil? All good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Okay. Enjoying the show yet?
yes, sir.
Okay. Good going. Okay. I think I must start. Around 20 of the participants have joined.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So,
Sir, this
yes,
class is
yes.
regarding any related to civil subject.
Yes, I think you must have received the intimation from Eduwing. It's about mathematical aspects of machine learning and its interpretations by humans.
Yes.
Okay. See, we have studied calculus, differential calculus, integral calculus, and most of the topics in the mathematics that has helped us to understand about what is actually happening in the industry and what is the maths behind it. And right today, we will use those mathematics to learn that how the machine is taking it to the benefit of themselves. Anthony, ji, if you can mute uh, because the noise is coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So it always remains a humble advice to all that if a noise is there, that please mute yourself. Anything else to ask, Nikhil?
No, sir. I'm sitting here. Is around 10. I discontinued my studies after 10 years. I'm sitting in this class first time. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, okay, okay. Means you are also the first time in this class?
Yeah. Last
Okay.
one more time I attended the class, but that was not related to civil. I'm saying electronics or something like that.
Okay, it might have been in the initial phases of my classes when I have just started.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay,
now onwards, every class should be target oriented, audience oriented, output oriented, must I say? Because after every class, you shall learn that where this learning is going. It's not in the vain. It's someone who is using it for the benefit of either society or by themselves. So I think, is my screen visible? Have I shared
Yes,
the
yes, you are.
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
You are clearly
Yeah.
visible.
Okay.
I'm seeing you clear.
Had I shared the screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. I've actually not shared the screen, but you said my screen is visible.
No, no, no. Screen. You are visible. Sorry.
Okay, thank.
Okay, okay.
I asked something else. Okay. So I'm sharing my Google Jamboard. If just say yes, if background has become, which color do you see in the background?
Light
Black color.
green.
Black.
Okay.
Black.
Now it is visible. Now you guys have confirmed that yes, you are correct. Okay, why it is not changed to it? 1 second. No worries. So now it is about mathematical aspects. Actually, I'm not prepared, to be very frank, any slide for it, because maths don't need a slide. Just oh. So mathematical aspects of a machine learning. ML. Now, in short, we will always call it ML, machine learning. So yesterday, can anyone rejuvenate or recapitulate that what we have studied? Anyone?
We can say that the machine take the command in the binary system, and then it and whatever the program we will put it, then it will convert to the output what we are looking.
Okay. This much only you remember from last class, Saiji? Am I audible? Saiji, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yes.
Okay. I'm asking only this much you
And,
remember from the last
no,
class?
I remember it is in the field of the health, and in the field of the means the collecting data and then predicting the which is the good for us.
I think this was the thing we discussed: supervised, unsupervised, and recommender based, recommendation based learning. Isn't it so?
Yes, you're right.
In the supervised, we were having labels. In unsupervised, we don't have labels, no label. And recommendation based videos were the examples, were simply the YouTube videos which you see. Bhavika Gajar J, please mute yourself. YouTube kind of videos whereby recommendation was found, and it could be any social media platform. Now, today is the thing where we shall discuss that how it actually calculates the thing. Like it is fine that collecting the data, doing the web scraping, and arranging the data because the collected data is not organized, structuring the data, then cleaning the data. So right till today, we have seen how to clean the data using MS Excel, Google spreadsheets. Then we have seen how the data is collected. It could be collected using government websites or the Kaggle or the US oriented websites or the websites where the data is actually placed either in the .xls form or CSV form. Then after all the data is arranged, all the data is collected, what is to be done with that data? This is the main thing. So after the data is accumulated, now you are sitting over your data, then that data is actually given to a black box. So this is called a black box. And here is the input is your data. and output is your prediction. And whether the prediction is correct or no, to that certain target variable or the output variable is, or must I say target variable is also provided to the system, to this black box. Okay, that whatever type of data comes, although the data is first converted into a labeled data, such a data when given to a black box, which is now called as ML, machine learning algorithm, which is now called as ML algorithm. The sole and the only work or the task assigned to this ML algorithm is to predict correctly. Predict correctly. But who will decide whether the prediction has happened correct or no? That will be decided by the already available output data. Like if I say, okay, now I have a certain set of data, labeled data, must I say, whereby all these are features x1, x2, x3, x4, and say y. Y is a target output, or must I say true output. True output. So x1 is x1, x2, x3, and x4. They are called features. Features means or input variables. Input variables. Like if I say, I want to predict the price of a house price, which is already available somewhere. So what is this house price actually depends upon? It could depend upon, first is x1 could be locality. Please give me input, but in your scenario, because you all are working professional. So in your
locality,
scenario, area of what? Not locality, area of the house.
built up
Yes.
area.
Yeah,
built up area.
or must I say total plus total or carpet area.
Yeah, carpet area. And how old is the house? How old is the building?
Okay, age of the building,
Yes.
age of the house. Then
And does it come
The number-
furnished or without furniture?
okay, for in a furnished, furnished
Yes.
or
And
unfurnished
unfurnished.
or semi-furnished.
Semi-furnished, yes.
Semi-furnished. What else?
Number of
Accessibility.
Accessibility. Accessibility of what, Gauriji?
Accessibility to city, local trains, transportation.
Means, may I call it accessibility to amenities?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So accessibility is literally one good input feature. What else could be? Means what?
Are there
you
any
would like?
liabilities? If there would be any liabilities on the house, like mortgage or something?
Actually, that depends upon Sachinji, whether you are purchasing the house or whether you are taking a loan over the house. So the liability either shall be transferred to you, or
Yeah.
you will directly going to pay it. So I don't think the liability makes a sense. Although you may consider, in spite of liability, means does it make sense that why liability is not a problem to you? Why? Because you have to anyhow give the whole amount to the bank or to the owner.
Because no, most of the time what I have seen is on some of the lands, they are like, if they are mortgaged, the bank has a policy that the entire amount cannot be paid back to the bank for certain years. That you cannot pay back the entire amount, you cannot close the loan. And if a person has money also, he has to pay extra for that.
Is it the laws in your country?
No, no, not in our country exactly, but in some of the places, in some of the states, there are some banks which do follow this policy.
Then
Like
in
the
that
tenure,
case,
if it is for 15 years, they will say for 3 years, you are not supposed to clear it.
Oh my God. And
No,
you
no.
won't believe in those 3 years, they will make 50% of the profit.
Yes, of course. That is the reason they say that this is the minimum tenure. Like if you take it, we'll give it up to for 15 or 25 years also. But 3 years you are not supposed to clear.
Thank God, in India, it's not so. Okay, if that is the problem strategy, then literally one has to think about it, literally. So let me write a mortgage problem. Mortgage situation.
Mortgage.
I think spelling is wrong.
It's correct.
No, it's perfect.
Okay, thank you. Because T is silent here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, mortgage situation. And one more situation you could see that that I have found personally. Suppose I went to purchase a land, not a home. So there the prices were quite low. So I inquired about it. Why is it so? So I came to know that there was a nearby within 200 meters. There was a garbage factory, garbage recycle factory. So due to that recycle factory, the foul gases were about to come, health issues were there, or it could occur, and nobody would like to take the loan, take the land and build a home over it, such that their kids would be playing over there. So
Yes.
due to the health issues, the land prices were drastically low. Means if a land price 2 kilometers ahead was say 3,000 rupees per square feet, so there were only around rupees 1,200 rupees per square feet, drastically less.
Less than half.
So I thought of giving a advance, but then after the inquiry and due to Lord's praise and people's blessings, I got relieved out of that place. But it happened with me. So I thought of sharing something that these uh, things also makes a lot of difference. Like
Even the geographical area then, even the geographical area, because the present scenario, what we are seeing, the hill stations were of high demand 2-3 years ago. Now, because of the landslides, people are selling off, at giveaway price, throwaway price exactly.
Yes, because they don't know at what day they will be thrown away.
Of course.
So this is now a concern. It was not previously a concern, now a concern. And there could also be situations, say, if there is any water body beside it. Water bodies. Water
Yes.
body means, is there a lake? Is there a river flowing beside? Is there any stagnant water? These kind of things makes a lot of impact over the property. Then we can also say, is there anywhere malls available? If there are malls, then definitely, actually this malls comes under accessibility. But why I am saying that?
Yes.
Because nowadays malls take their, they have taken their different place in the people's life. Because what do they think? Whenever they get upset, they are feeling bored. If they are feeling hot, even they go to the mall, spend their time and come back. So it has become the next rest area. So
But
this
this
is,
all will come. This all will come inside under the locality, like water body, malls.
no, sir. Water body won't come under the locality. Locality means
Because
the
we will look. It is near the sea or it is near to the rivers.
And the
sir, locality usually actually here, maybe you might be correct in your place, but here the locality means how posh is the place. Posh. How posh means the level of people live there. How much a person
The
can
VIP,
afford.
VIP public,
The
VIP public,
VIP,
exactly. VIP public, exactly.
So that is actually the locality they see. Means, is it beside the slum or no? If I compare.
Exact example is
Exactly.
like if you see about Bandra in Bombay, the best property now, Bandra is only for film stars, but Lokhandwala is a famous property for all good people, who wants to go for a hi-fi lifestyle.
Yes, yes. So there hereby majority locality means that kind of aspect, sir. So okay, with all due respects to each and every kind of people, because we don't know now, because it's not the situation that right now we are living with all blessings to God. He has given us everything in our eyes and in people's eyes. So nobody knows when you come next part of the table, when do you go other side of the table? Because suppose if we make a wrong gestures about anything, that particular amount of karma returns. So I always give due respects to everything. But okay, our matter of concern is not that. So hereby, these are the features you have helped me out to find the things. Now, we already know that based upon the area, carpet, age of the house, furnished and all such things, there is certain amount of value associated with the house prices. And as soon as these, what is called, features, they get reduced, means we say if you don't have any mortgage problem, so again the output is the real price of the house will be affected drastically depending upon the location. And here say, yeah, as far as locality and location is concerned, you can also say that whether your house property is near to highway or no, near to highway, such that you can commercialize it. So such things are drastically or heavily affecting the price of the final product, and the final product is your house only. Now the task of the machine is that it takes all the inputs, say row one consists of inputs from feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4, and all other features you suggested. And similarly, there are, say, suppose 1000 rows, and every row carries all the features till 1000. So you have 1000 entry of all the features. So if you are having, say, 10 features, and you are having 1000 entry of all the 10 features, then in total 10,000 entries are there. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So these 10,000 entries, my dear, is a data. So now, because why I have written such things, to let you realize that what is the data. Data is this 10K entry. Now, over this 10K entry, you have to give this 10K entry to the black box, which is a machine learning algorithm. Don't consider it member of legislative assembly. It's not MLA. And the output is the prediction. Now, I believe, or I hope, I must at this time, I must hope that while doing the prediction, you know that if the prediction is near to the real output, true output. So to the prediction, I'll call y hat, and real output is normal y true. So if your y hat prediction is near to the y true, real value of the price or real value of the building, then you say that my machine learning model is good. If it is y hat is a bit less or a bit more y true, you can say that your model is okay or just fair, not good, just fair. But sooner you say that your y hat is very, 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 very less than y true, or very, 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 very greater than y true, then your model goes ugly. Does it make sense?
Yes, right.
Yes. So say your y true is say y true is 20 lakhs drums. Is it a big value? 20 lakh drums. If I call drums like this. So, and your y hat says no, the output of this particular house is 10 lakh drums. So it's just a half, 50% error. Error is of 50%. So mind it, how the machine is learning. Machine is actually learning. Machine we already know, computer, our computer. How the learning is happening? Learning is happening through errors. Suppose if all the machine learning algorithm gives correct output, exactly correct output, zero error, zero error. In that situation, shall the machine learn anything new?
No.
Okay, let me take you a different example. Suppose if I give 50 out of 50 to all of you, the marks given 50 out of 50 to all 20 or 50, 27 out of you, means all the 27 people, I give all the 50 out of 50. Would you ask me that why this guy has been given 50, why he's not given 49?
No, no.
No, sir.
Not at all. You will just take your answer sheet and get beside. Okay, leave the place as soon as possible.
कि
Yes,
कहीं
sir.
हमारा कम ना हो जाए.
Yes, sir.
That is the situation, sir. So this is similarly, because there is no error. If there is no error, no learning. So the same thing happens to the machine also. If the what is called this y hat is in deviation or is in variation with y true, then only some error occurs. Some error occurs. And if it is not in variation, no error occurs, no learning happens, and the model will be dumb. That is the reason we more focus upon this value error rather than y output, because error has actually come from y true difference in y hat. Why I have written difference? Because y hat could be greater than y true, or y true could be greater than y hat. So whenever we write difference, difference indicates whichever comes true, from that reduce the other. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So things are going smooth. People are learning. Machine is learning. Consider yourself as a machine. Then only you will be able to get the intuition about machine. So if I just draw something here, for the time being, I am not taking it. I'll add it later. Now, if this is the data set of, say, suppose, now considering you as a student, so say this is the data set of CGPA versus IQ. CGPA versus IQ. And one has to select out of it. Actually, this is the data set of placement, whether the student will be placed or not. So, machine learning has to deploy it such that it creates a boundary. Yes, you heard it right. It must create a boundary. We call it decision boundary. Thereby, it collects all the placed student aside, and it separates all the unplaced student from a placed student. So there are so many possibilities. First possibility is, being a human, we can say this is the boundary. It clearly do it. If I take another, this could be also a boundary. If I take another, what else? I believe this could also be a boundary. So are you able to see that there are three possibilities of the boundaries? At least three, at least three. There are infinite here. So if I say this is a line 1, line 2, and line 3. So these all the three lines are okay. We can accept all the three lines as an answer. But out of these three lines, there must be some line which is a perfect line, or which must be, we call it an optimum solution. Optimum solution, or a perfect line. What do you think? Which one, in your perspective, should be an optimum line?
L2.
I think L3 should be.
Okay, someone is saying L3, someone is saying L2. Don't worry, we will discuss. Okay. So there are L1, L2 and L3. Now, nobody has said L1 because if you have said L3, answer L1 is also similar to L3, sir. Because see, in an L3, this point is also associated here, and this point is again associated here. And similar behavior is shown by L1 also. See the points associated near to the line. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let's discuss each line one by one. So starting with L1, L1 says these are the 2 points which are very close to it, and rest.
Sir, your voice is muted. Sir, we can't hear you.
Is it fine?
Yeah, now it is clear.
Yeah, actually someone has muted. I don't know. I'm seeking that guy. Okay, leave. So L1 is, see here from, if I take this student, consider each and every point as a student. So this student is almost at the verge. This student is not at all different or far from this line. So if I just draw distance of far students from line, so can you see that I can draw the distances?
Yes.
So my dear, these distances are called residuals in both the phases. Residuals. What are meant by residuals? That these points or these students are actually having error of distance them. See, this is having the least error. This cross is having the least error, whereas this cross is having the most absolute, most widest error. The biggest error with this cross and the least error with this cross. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So error is defined as y true minus y hat. Suppose, so y true is these values, these students, they are y true because they are in the data set. We can't do anything about it. We are having a preloaded output that is not created by us. Now we have run a machine which has created a line now which is giving us a approximate answer but with errors. So y hat is now having a difference from y true. It is not same as y true, and when you take a difference, like the difference are these errors, oh sorry, must I say error are these difference of the distance of this line from these points. So more is the distance, more is the error. Mind it, more is the distance, more is the error. So our whole objective in machine learning is reduce these errors. Reduce these errors. If you are able to reduce this error, you will be able to reach highest accuracy. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sir,
yes. Someone want to ask something? Okay. Now, this is for a demonstration purpose. I have shown it to you such that a picture must be created in your brain, cerebral cortex of your brain. Then, how to calculate the error? There are so many ways to calculate the error. Because I have directly landed to you in a mathematical aspects. That's why I am taking you towards the error. So error could be calculated as number 1. We call it mean square error, MSC. So this is mean. Sorry. Mean square error. Athira, are you saying something? Athira, please mute yourself. Okay.
ഇല്ല എനിക്ക് കുറച്ച് ദിവസം ഭയങ്കര വയ്യായ്ക പനിയും ജലദോഷവും ഒക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു.
Which language are they talking in?
Malayalam.
Malayalam,
language.
Malayalam.
Oh my God.
കാശ്മീരിൽ കൊടുക്കാം.
Being seated at Saudi Arabia, she is talking in Malayalam. Oh my God. All are Indians.
No,
Okay,
in the
being-
Gulf is the Malayali is the second language in the Gulf.
Really?
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
we have exam this week.
Okay, exam of what?
Mathematics.
Okay, which topic?
Mathematics.
Are which topic? Topics.
There are only mentioned only like that because Midun, you know Midun, he sent me like that.
That is fine, Shanesh Kalyadan Viduji, but topic must be known now.
Mathematics third, there mentioned only like that. Third
Math-
semester.
Mathematics is very wide. See, if I say mathematics third, okay, let me find what is there in the mathematics. I don't think I have given a schedule of mathematics because I am taking the classes for you which add value to your life, not marks to your mark sheet.
Yes, sir, you are right.
So for the marks, please ask help for ChatGPT. I have given you a very benefited tool, so you can't
Yes.
complain me.
Right,
Okay.
sir.
MSc, mean square error. How to define it? See, error is given as y minus y hat. This is an error. See, I have written just an error. Now square. So now I'll put a square over it. Now a mean. Now I will take a mean to it. And when can I take a mean? When I add something and divide by the total number of observation. So to take a mean, I have to add it. So I am adding like yi minus yi hat. I is equals to 1 to n divided by 1 by n. Does it make sense, guys?
Yes, it's correct.
If I would have written it directly, that
Can
might have frightened you.
Can you come back in the 5 seconds a little bit? I didn't understand.
Which one Abdu? Which one Abdauji?
From the
This one?
1 over n, I didn't understand what you mean by the.
This MSc?
Yeah, 1
No,
over
he asked the n from where n is come. Actually, n
Okay,
is is the
okay. N is the total number data points. Say I have discussed though that there are say row 1, row 2, row 3, row 5 till n number of rows. So n number of errors will come. If there are say suppose in my class you are in total 27 suppose. So your n becomes 27. Okay, Abdauji?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yeah, so this is added 27 times and the errors is calculated 27 times, squared 27 times, and average shall be taken dividing it by 27.
Okay.
Okay, this is
Yeah, I get
mean
it.
square. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, you might feel that my question is silly, but please ask. Else, to becoming a fool once is okay, but to becoming a fool for whole life is not okay.
yeah, Mr. Deepak. Why
Yes.
this yi and then minus
Y hat.
y root I also is it? Why is it both are the same I?
Yes.
Why is
why?
the number not changed?
Yes. I'm coming to it. This is why, because Saiji, why I say suppose first student, for the first student, I have a y already output as whether the student is placed or no.
Okay.
So considering I equals to 1, I have a data for that one. So I'll write y1 minus. Now I will write y1 hat because I have the model which is predicting for the same student whether this model has placed or not. Sorry, whether the student has been placed or not. That is y1 hat.
Okay.
For the same student, I have an output in my data set and my model is also predicting for the very same input. say suppose you are having a 5 student. For all the 5 student, you have placed, not placed, placed, not placed, and placed. So for all the, what is it? One second.
Alpha.
Where did I go? Okay. Is it visible? Visible, no?
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
okay.
Yes,
For-
yes.
For all the students, this y is given, say student 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So y is given 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Means placed, not placed, placed, not placed, placed. Now, after running the model, my y hat, this is a y hat, will be giving an answer to me whether it is placed or no. Say suppose my model gives an answer 0.8, 0.02, 0.74, 0.3, 0.94. Now, for each student, my model has predicted a value, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
for,
Yes, sir.
so for every value, my dear sir, we will calculate mean square error. Say, if I,
So machine will run this error for individual students.
yes. Machine will run like this. Now MSC will be calculated as 1 minus 0.8 whole square plus 0 minus 0.02 whole square plus 1 minus 0.74 whole square plus 0 minus 0.3 whole square plus 1 minus 0.94 whole square. And mind it, why I have taken whole square, why not the simply yi minus yi hat? It is because if the error comes a negative side, if the error comes negative, that negative will be deducting others error. Say suppose once your model has predicted placed, and due to negative error, your model has predicted not placed. So these two errors must cancel each other. If they have cancelled each other, and I am not left with any error, so I will create a false impression in my mind that my model is a perfect model. It does not throw an error. Although it has thrown two errors, for one positive error, for one negative error, and they both have cancelled each other. So that's the reason I have put a square over it. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how it will calculate all the squares of the error and divide it by 5.
Okay, one minute. If the y had I is now is here 0.8, 0.02. If it is come 1, means there is absolutely no error.
1 second. Why it is?
If y had I come 1.
Okay. Yes. If y hat I, for this must come 1, then only there is no error. For this,
there is no error.
For this it must come 0. Suppose, suppose if a student is not placed.
Yeah, mean square error, then it should come 0.
Yes.
Okay.
For the highest accuracy, that is 100% SciG.
Yes, right.
The mean square error must be 0 in total.
Yes, correct.
If there is no error, then only we will say our model is perfect.
Correct.
Oh, anybody else? Any doubt? This was the first error. Now I have just started. Second error is we called MAE, mean absolute error. Mean absolute error says, as very simple, it is one of the simplest error. Just find the error, yi minus yi hat. And now we were having a problem of what is called negative error or the positive error. Here, that problem is also vanished. Suppose if the answer come minus 21, suppose And if I could convert it to plus 21, don't you think my problem is just gone of the negative errors?
Yes.
So here in mathematics, we have an absolute function which solves such error, and we call it, we denote it by this. Mod of yi minus yi hat is called absolute error, and when we take a mean of it, it is called mean absolute error. So first we have calculated the error, then we have applied the absolute, and then we have put a mean over it.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand.
Saiji, okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. So this is the simplest kind of error we can see, but there is a problem in this error. This error looks like, if I show you, it looks like this. If you draw such a thing, this looks like this. How come? If I say mod x is defined as plus x for x is greater than 0 and minus x for x is less than 0. But it is not defined at x equal to 0. So x greater than 0 plus x means y equal to x, straight line 45
Yes.
degree. Y equal to minus x, straight line 135 degree. But it is not defined at y equal to x. At y equal to x, not defined. If it is not defined, sir, then when a machine travels to this place, and if it finds a point where the function is not defined, it will stop. It won't move further because a gap is found. The bridge is broken. Machine does not understand anything by itself. You have to give the command. So if a function is not defined, and why its function is not defined, we call it because the function is not differentiable. Not differentiable at y equal to x. You cannot differentiate this function here. Does it make sense? I think I have discussed such thing previously also.
Yes, right.
Yes. So when a function is not differentiable.
Okay. Yeah, Neeraj, maybe there's one more. Maybe it's not a good question. This y equal to x. Let's consider now in the mean absolute error, 1 upon n and yi and y minus y hat I. In this 2, 1, which will be y or which will be x? If I just want to, I don't know this good question or not.
Sir. I understood, sir. I understood. Actually, I have given you the demonstration using mod x.
Okay.
Like if I go for mod x, so we always called mod x is equal to y equal to mod x. So this is itself a y. Mind it. This is itself a y.
Okay.
So if I do x minus xi hat, don't you think?
Yeah, correct.
So this is a demonstration, sir. So anything, mind it, anything inside a mod will replicate this function. Anything. Okay, sir? Okay. But suppose if I would have taken the function, the previous function, say by this color, that was yi minus yi hat whole square 1 by n. Suppose. So this is what is this? Square, higher order degree, higher order polynomial. So what is the graph of y equal to x square? Do you remember?
Parabolic shape.
Parabolic shape. So the parabola will come here. So this is a graph for MSc. This is a graph for MAE. And mind it, MSc is differentiable at every point of time.
But in MSc also, it is approaching to y equal to x.
See, sir, sharp edges are there. Sharp edges. Sharp edges, we cannot differentiate sharp edges.
Okay.
If I show it to you again. I don't know why this has come. Okay, I'm using it. I'm trying my best. Okay. See, sir, if I am having a sharp edge here, I won't be able to differentiate. Nahi hoga.
Yes, yes, yes.
But see, sooner I have such a thing anywhere. See, such a smooth curve. Even if I
Right, right.
have such a thing, such a smooth curve, differentiable, no worries. Even if
Yes,
I
yes.
rotate it likewise, very near to it, very near, but smoothness is always there.
Yes,
So
yes.
try to differentiate x square, d by dx. It is 2x. That's it. Differentiate 2x, it becomes 2. Differentiate 2, it becomes 0. Differentiable at any moment of time.
Clear.
Okay, thank you. That's the thank God this Jamboard used to give such graphics or graded thing. Else this would have become a problem. Okay, now comes the next error. Okay, this is a good feature. Let me use it. Okay, next error is, sir. Third error is if I make it, okay, let me call it RMSE. It is a MSE, mean square error, but rooted.
Root mean square error.
With rooted means you have taken an under root of MSE. Means you have taken an under root of 1 by n summation I equals to 1 to n yi minus yi hat whole square. Guys, please mute yourself here. Thank you about it. So see, I have written an MSE here, and this MSE is under rooted. So such a thing is called root mean square. So first we have taken an error. I have computed the square, then I have computed the mean, and then I have finally put a under root. Error, square, mean, root. Always read it left to right, but write it right to left. Make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So there are other errors also, but at this moment of time, I'll provide their name, but that won't help you right now. Like suppose we call it R square, and we also have one more error, we call it adjusted R square. Adjusted R square. So why I'm not considering those error right now, because these R square and adjusted R square error will, 1 second. No, this is fine. So these R square and adjusted R square error takes a consideration of machine learning, whereby they just say about the that how well your data or data features are actually how they are actually able to reflect the ability of the output to be predicted. Must I say variance? Have you heard about variance?
Yes.
Yes. Variance is simply the deviation from the output.
Deviation.
It is variance and standard deviation are equivalent, but they are not equal. They are equivalent. So R square actually reflects the variance in the features that reflects the target output or the target variable. Means if the value of R square is say 89%, so we call it that 89% of the data is showing, is actually participating towards finding the output. Does it make sense now? Means
Yes,
the variance in the input variables, whether it be 1, 2, 5, 8, or so many, as many input variable are there. So this factor represents that the percentage of R square is actually showing that much of variance in those features are making the output achievable. So if the value of R square is less, we call it that the model has not learned good. Isn't it? See, suppose if your value of R square goes 51%. So what does it mean? That only 51% of the variance in features is actually predicting the target variable. Means still these features are not recommended. These features are not good. These features are not important. That's the reason that they are not able to participate in the prediction of the output. Okay. Correct. Similarly is the adjusted R square. So when we will learn the model, especially the model, that how many models are there? Models are, say, linear regression model, logistic regression model. Then we go for decision tree. Then we also go for random forest, XGBoost, or say KNN, or supervised, SVM, or we go for PJ. There are multiple types of models. Then these adjusted R square will help us out that whether R square is performing well or not. Actually, in a very simple language, if I explain, adjusted R square considers the overfitting, whereas R square do not consider overfitting. Like if your model is learning each and everything, the noise, then your adjusted R square will give an indication using the value that please reduce the noise. There is an overfitting in the model. Okay. So we have certain parameters, and these parameters are called evaluation matrix. Evaluation matrix. Okay. So today I have discussed 5 or 6 types of error with you, including the error itself, whereby a machine every time predicts something, it finds the error, it calculates the error, and it tries to reduce it. So right now we have only discussed the error portion of the machine learning algorithm. We have not even touched the machine learning. We have seen whatever is happening behind it. The output, if it is not matching with the prediction of this model or prediction of this black box, in that case, what is the error and how to interpret it. So you must have learned how the machine interprets and how you interpret it. Okay.
Yes.
Any
Sir.
doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt?
One more question. Yeah, this maybe
Yes,
is not
yes.
also good
Yes.
question.
No worries.
If suppose,
Every question is a question.
machine, okay, consider machine is giving means the error is high, means is less than our prediction or higher than the prediction. So it means that in the machine we have to change some programs or some things or that to reduce this error.
Yes, sir. Saji, you are very correct. My next topic is the very same thing. What to do if a machine puts you an error?
Okay, okay. Yes.
The thing is, I'll give you a brief overview about the thing. Say your machine has given you an error, then you can't change the input, at least input is fixed.
Correct.
So you must train certain parameters whereby your error is adjusted. Yes or no? Like in a transistor, if you are not able to match the proper frequency, you just fine tune it such that it matches the frequency and you can hear the desired song.
Okay, okay.
That is called hyper parameter tuning.
Okay.
So in the next class, we will see how to, means first of all, we will see the models only. Soon after the model, we will come again to the error portion. and we will check if the error is not solved, what portion of the model must be given a change or the adjustment and retested for the same, such that now the error is minimized in the next iteration. Like one time you brew a tea and it's just a bullshit. We can't even say it's a tea. Next time you brew a tea with less flame, with less gradients. Every time you brew a tea, you go for improvisation within yourself, such that ultimately after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modification, your tea is actually seems like a tea.
Yes.
So similarly, the model also learns. Similarly, your child learns. Similarly, every child on this earth learns. So we will I will try to handhold all of you such that you learn how you have learned and how you can make the machine learn in the way you have learned by your parents. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Then only you will be able to learn. So I have used so many times a learn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So let me put my discussion to hold, and all of you please over your screen. Over your screen. Let's put the people have not still changed their background. Okay, now I'm taking a screenshot. Print screen. Okay. Thank you so much to all of you. I have taken the screenshot. Anthony ji,
Thank you, sir.
Jitender, Guinia, Shrif, Mohanji, Ahmed, Shetty ji, Badam. What a great name. Nikhil, Sharaf, Arun. Done, Arun ji. Done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Deepak.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, all the best. So
Okay.
today we have the highest people, 41 people there. My goodness.
So what-
Exams are coming soon. Ah,
When will be the next class?
Next
Sorry?
Sunday.
next Sunday.
Next class. When will be the next class?
I will continue my machine learning model, especially with the model. Now I have shown you the maths. I will
Okay.
now in the next class I will show you the model.
Okay, sir.
Is
So
it good?
that will be on Sunday or
Sunday only. My class only happens on Sunday.
only on Sunday, sir?
Yes.
So what about the exam? When will be the exam?
I don't know anything about exam. I only know about what to teach. ask exams about Eduwing and your respected point of contact people. I'm here
Okay.
to deliver values, not to examine anybody else.
yes.
I
Okay, thank
don't
you, sir.
judge people. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you,
Enjoy.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. And
Bye.
those whoever are in India, please fill your income tax return latest by tomorrow. It's the last date.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.